Hey, welcome back to Russ Order Garage. How's it going? So the Rambler, 61 Rambler is almost done. I'm doing some stuff in the background, little things that, stuff on my wheels. Little stuff that you probably don't care to see on video, like I have to hook up the emergency brake cable. I put the overflow in for the radiator. I have to make a cover for the PCM because the PCM is actually mounted in the inner fender well area. Not the best place, but that worked out the best for what I had for space. So those little things I'm trying to get done. And then I've got probably one last video. I'll just say one or two, but maybe one of the final details on this and some cool stuff I've come up with to put on the car. So that will be upcoming. But in the meantime, I got an email from my friends at Evil Energy. They said they're doing a promotion, 15% off site-wide, and I'll put a link on my description on how to get to that. And they're like, hey, you know anything about carburetors? And I was like, well, I looked in the mirror, like, yeah, my hair's gray. I grew up with carburetors. And they're like, well, you want to try one out? Like, sure, because we actually have a build coming up that's going to need one. So as soon as the Rambler is done, which has really been delayed because of the weather, I have two builds that had hard deadlines, and things may flip around with them because of the way the weather worked out. But one thing for sure that has to get done is a burnout car. The Rat's Nest run-in in August, I can't remember, it's like the first or second week of August. They're doing a charity burnout event, and I figured I would definitely want to get involved in that, so I got to build something cool. Now, originally, if you saw my shorts, and I think I saw my shorts, that's good. Saw the short I made and a video. I have the 64 Corvair van that I was going to use for the Burnout Build. I'm not going to use it, at least not this year, because there's too many detail type things I want to do into that build, and I won't make it in time. But I have something else that's even more radical that will be for the burnout contest. But as far as engine goes, we have choices. Things I have around and in storage. Of course, I have plenty of LS engines, but I don't think I want to put an LS in this thing, just for the way the design is going to be. So probably going to come down to either a 350 small block or a 400 small block. I don't think I want to put a big block in it just because it just makes... I just don't think it's needed for space clearances and keeping it cool, even for just a burnout contest. I don't think I want to run a big block. But small blocks, I guess I could put an LS if, these engines I'm going to consider using, I haven't ran in years. Could end up like this LT1 where something might happen that we don't know about. So I guess an LS could still be in the picture. But regardless, we're going to put a carburetor on whatever is going in this thing. So, guys at Evil Energy said, what do you want? Carburetor, what do you want? So I don't know. I haven't used a carburetor in decades. I've been doing fuel injection for a long time. So I looked at their website and I was pretty surprised. There's quite a few options there. They've got, Holley. I guess you call them clones. They have Holley clones. They have like Ford 2-barrel clones. They have look like old style AFB type clones. I didn't know if I didn't go through all the pages. They may even have Q-Jet clones. And what carburetor you use is, if you're like me, you grew up messing with all different carburetors and you had ones you liked the best. Well, Q-Jets are fantastic when they're set up right. I'm not a Q-Jet guy. I don't have piles of metering rods and all kind of stuff to tune them. So Quadrajets I really never messed with much unless they were good out of the box. But Holleys, I've always had good luck with. Some people don't like Holleys. And again, it's like anything. You either like Ford or Chevy or Mopar or whatever. People have their preferences for carburetors. I always like Holleys. And then you get into the debate versus mechanical secondaries, vacuum secondaries, and all that kind of stuff. Size of the carburetor, what's too big, what's too small. I said, okay, well, based on what I'm going to do, send me a 750 Holley style with vacuum secondaries. I don't want a double pumper. I don't want mechanical secondaries because they're just harder to get in that tip-in, I believe I would call it, if you just stomp on it and dump all the fuel, it's harder to get that to actually take. I like the vacuum secondaries where secondaries come in smoothly as you're taking off. So I said, send me a 750 vacuum secondaries carb, and I'm not sure what else I got here, but let's open the boxes and see what I got. And again, the whole, mechanical secondaries versus vacuum secondaries, everybody has their preferences. For me, for a street car, I always liked vacuum secondaries, and I used to put on the adjustable spring kit so I could change how fast the secondaries came in under vacuum. So, but I don't know exactly what's all here. Let me get this tape off and we'll get this thing open. And again, for the promotion they're doing now, I'm not sure how long it runs. We're in early March right now. Is it the middle of March yet? I don't even know, but I think the promotion goes through March. So if you want to get that 15% off, now would be the time to do it. And like I said, I'll put a link at the bottom or in my description if you want to go there through that. I have an affiliate link that may or may not help me. I don't know. I just appreciate that they've thrown me some stuff because I've been using the Evil Energy stuff on different builds for the fuel injection systems. I really like their fuel line and stuff. It's reasonably priced and it works, and that's all I need. If it was junk, I would definitely not use it. What is this? Oh, they sent me some fuel line. Check it out. I didn't even know what was in this. I didn't even look at the box. This is, what is this, 6AN? This is 6AN, 25 feet. So this is enough to go from the tank, and I'm not going to need a return because we're going to go carburetor on, obviously. And if I use the 350 or the 400 small block, I'm just going to run a mechanical pump. I'm not going to use an in-tank pump or any of that kind of stuff because it's just old school, small block. I don't have to worry about fuel pressure regulator or anything like that because I'll just use a stock fuel pump. And that's the other reason I don't generally use the Edelbrock style. I don't know if Evil Energies is set up the same as the original Edelbrocks, which are a copy of, I think, AFB's. They run at very low fuel pressure, like 3 to 5, is it? They can't take as much fuel pressure as a Holly. So at least with the Holly, I don't have to worry about running a fuel pressure regulator. I just run a mechanical pump for like, whatever, 75 Camaro 350 or something, and we should be good to go. But the fuel line, that will work. And then this must be the carburetor. So we'll get this open. Let's see here. It's been a long time since I've used a carburetor. We got installation instructions. Are they in English? Do they actually have words? Yeah. You got a troubleshooting guide. Wow, that's pretty good. Drivability problems, cold or hot. Wow, that's really actually pretty good. Wow, okay. Well, we never got any of this kind of stuff when we used to buy it from Summit. Carb-based gasket, air filter gasket. Let's see. I said send me a 750 vacuum secondaries. And that's what it is. Wow. Oh, look at this. Is this electric choke? It is. Oh, that's even better. This is electric choke, which is so much nicer to use than a mechanical choke. And they sent carb studs and jets, which is amazing. Because if you're like me and you grew up messing with Hollies, you always had a little kit with jets in it. And that's how you learn to tune these things. You played around with stuff, power valves and jets. I never messed with air bleeds when I was younger because I didn't know anything about them. This is well before the internet. But that's pretty cool. Jets included. That's fantastic. Now, this thing looks really nice. It's not the gold CAD type of the older Hollies, it looks like the newer Hollies, like when they went to aluminum, or I don't think, yeah, like aluminum base, and they were silver. I still prefer the gold CAD myself, just because I'm used to it. Wow, it's got some weight to it too. It doesn't feel cheap at all. This looks really, really good. Look at this thing. So we've got, wow, yeah, we got full-time vacuum ports underneath, front and rear, which is cool. So you can run your power brake booster off the rear, PCV if you got one off the front, vacuum advance. You've got full-time vacuum here, and you've got ported up top. I'm not even going to get into that with vacuum advance. Talking to people about what you prefer is as good as talking about religion and politics. Myself, I prefer full-time vacuum for my vacuum advance, but we won't get into that. Looks pretty nice, really nice. Oh, that's cool too. Look at this. Here's something that we never had on the Hollies. It's got a sight glass for the float bowls. You used to have to take the screw out of the side and watch it dribble out to get the float height adjustment set. So we've got sight glasses front and rear. That's pretty nice. Joke. That is sweet. All right, well, I'm looking forward to using this. Is there stuff in this? This thing is, it's got like mineral spirits or something in it. That's not a bad idea. It keeps it clean. It's got adjustable, removable air bleeds. So you can adjust that, primary and secondary. Again, that's above my pay grade. I never used to mess with those, although all the information's out there now. But we're not drag racing. This needs to go wide open throttle and smoke the tires. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to use this. This is going to be cool. Let's see if I remember how to tune a carburetor. But again, what we're building for the burnout contest, especially because of the time restriction now, it's not going to be street legal. And you'll see when we're building it why, but we're not going to get to take this out for drivability tests on this one. Now, all I'm going to have to get for it, I got to get a dual feed fuel line inlet. I can make one with 3/8 fuel line and some nuts and a T, or I can just buy a cheap one. I may even have another one laying around. Usually I have them on carburetors, but I'll see if I have any older 750s laying around that can donate one. So what do you think? Obviously, we're going to go low buck for this budget. I say it's another budget build, but budget build. We're going to go low buck for the burnout contest because we may lose it. It may, if you win the contest, they buy your car. It's like a claimer thing. So the budget's like $2,000. That's it. We have to build the vehicle for $2,000. So it really helps that they donated this. I really appreciate it. And carburetors are expensive now, so, you know, anywhere you can get a deal is a good deal. And I'm sure these are, based on how Evil Energy pricing has gone, I'm sure this is less money than, you know, going to Summit or something like that. But should work well. So what do you think I should use? We got to do, you know, so we got to be able to spin the tires. 350 small block, 400 small block. I'll even throw it out there, big block, because I think I have a 454 in a corner somewhere. And I guess we could do carbureted LS, but is a little LS going to make the low-end torque in order to work for a burnout vehicle? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think we should use? Meantime, like I said, you want to save 15% on top of already reasonable prices. Click the link on my description, go get some money off and buy some parts. So that's that. When I see you soon, we'll do probably the last video, like I said, on this wagon, this Rambler. The snow is gone. The ground is starting to dry out, starting to firm up, so I can get this out, not in the mud, and drive the 61 Rambler and see if the motor explodes, see if the transmission's good, see if it stops, see if it steers, because it hasn't had an alignment. So it should be interesting. Oh well. Till then, Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing. See you soon. Later.